Hello, Sports Card World. Do I have a video for you today? Sponsored by Poor Decision Making and Impulse Control.
Why are you the way that you are?
We are opening a hobby box of 1998 Flair Showcase football. You know who we're looking for. You know what we're looking for. Key inserts and parallels include legacy. Oh, wow. Look at the inside of this pretty box. Is that red velvet? And iridescent packs? We are truly high society today, folks. Back to the cards. We are looking for Legacy Collection parallels, serial numbered to 100. One of one masterpiece parallels. That's right, one of ones. Row 0 numbered parallels. And feature film inserts that fall one in every 60 packs. And it wouldn't be 1990s Flair Showcase without being slightly confusing. The most important thing that you need to know is that there are only 80 players in the checklist. Each player will have a few different cards with varying levels of rarity. Row 3 being the most common is considered the base card, while row 0 is the rarest and are all serial numbered. And starting off the first pack, we have Robert Edwards, row 2. I see a row 1 there, so I'm going to pull from the back now. Fred Lane, row 3. We have a Barry Sanders Hall of Fame, row 3 base card. So the base card, if you look around his name, the name is only in gold there on the row 3 parallels. Row 2s have a bit of a highlighting around them. All right, Robert Brooks, row 2, another row 2. You can see the highlighting around the gold in the name. And the first row 1 parallel is Michael Irvin, Hall of Famer. Good start here. We are on a roll. Let's keep it going. And the reason why I'm recording this over the actual video is because I recorded the entire thing with the dishwasher running. So the audio was unusable. You will get no ASMR pack ripping. Another thing you'll notice is that each pack will start off with a row 2 parallel. Here we go. Second pack. Jake Plummer to start off the pack, row 2. On the back, we have Robert Edwards, row 3. Next, we have Hall of Famer John Elway, row 3. Next up, Carl Pickens, row 3. And the final card in the pack is going to be, if I can decide how to reveal this, a Chiefs player. I'm guessing that's Andre Rison. The card is scratched up straight from the pack, which is not uncommon for Flair Showcase. Next pack up, we have a checklist on the front, and it's going to confuse me here. Was this card backwards? Nope, it's not. The checklist is covering the first card, which is a Charles Woodson, row 2, rookie card, Hall of Famer right there. Great start to the third pack. The card is worth about $2 because no one cares about Charles Woodson right now. Next up, we have Deion Sanders, row 2, and I'm going to decide to use a checklist to cover up the next card. I will quickly stop doing this. Terrell Davis, row 3, Hall of Famer. Next up, we have a Curtis Martin, Hall of Famer, row 3, base card. These cards are just absolutely beautiful. It's the 90s version of Panini Illusions, except way better. Dan Marino, row 3. And Herman Moore, row 3. Decent pack there. Next pack, we have a Rob Johnson, row 2. Derek Alexander, row 3. Scott Mitchell, row 3. Cordell Stewart, row 3. And row 1 of Natrone Means. Slight disappointment there, but we're going to continue wasting money opening these packs. Let's see how much money we can waste in one 15-minute video. Marshall Falk, row 2. Pretty card. Robert Holcomb, that's a rookie. Row 3. Mike Allstott, row 3. Steve Young, row 3 as well. And another row 1 of Randy Moss. Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable, folks. Randy Moss, one of the top cards that you can get in this release that's not numbered. Absolutely beautiful, folks. You're going to get about 3 to 6 row 1 cards per box. Next up, we have a Herman Moore, row 2. Row 1 on the back there. We're going to skip the row 1, go to the backwards card. We have a Rob Moore, row 3, I believe, right there. And then a Warren Moon Hall of Famer, row 3. Mark Brunell, row 3. And a row 1 of not Dorsey Levens, Robert Brooks. There are 3 Roberts in this checklist. I can't remember who the rookies are. There's Robert Edwards, Robert Brooks, and Robert Holcomb. I think Holcomb's there. 2 of them are rookies, actually. We have a row 2 of Steve Young, severely off cut. On the back, we have a Charles Woodson rookie card, row 3, base card. Then a Drew Bledsoe, row 3. Next up, we have a Jim Harbaugh, row 3. And a row 1 of a Eagles, Bobby Hoying. Could care absolutely less, folks. I'm going to randomly sleeve up certain cards for no reason, apparently. Next, we have a Drew Bledsoe, row 2. Then a Michael Jackson, not the singer, from the Baltimore Ravens, row 3. Denny Cannell, row 3. Terrell Davis Legacy Collection, numbered to 100. Wow. Look at this. Aaron McNair on the back is going to get tossed aside while we enjoy the view of Terrell Davis, Hall of Fame player right there. Doesn't get much better than this, folks. I mean, if you're going to pull a Legacy Collection, you want it to be a Hall of Famer, even if it's not as valuable as a Randy Moss or a Peyton Manning. Still very enjoyable. Next, Cordell Stewart, row 2. Marshall Falk, row 3. Curtis Enos, row 3. Brad Johnson, row 3. And Mike Allstott. Mike Allstott hotbox right here, folks. Next pack, we have Keyshawn Johnson, row 2. Was a stud of a wide receiver. ESPN analyst. Natrone Means, row 2. Troy Aikman, row 3. Hall of Famer right there. Dorsey Levens, row 3 on the back. Let's sleeve this puppy up. Struggling to get these packs open. The video you're seeing is on 2x speed. The video would have been over 35 minutes otherwise. Elvis Grbac, row 1. Another disappointing situation right here. Eddie George, row 3. Corey Dillon, row 3. Oh, that was a dud of a pack there, folks. We are falling behind. Work done, row 2. Robert Brooks, row 3. Can't remember if that's one of the rookie Roberts. Isaac Bruce, Hall of Famer. Look at this interesting refractor print line. Interesting difference in the card stock here on these 2 cards. Not sure if that was a manufacturer error or if they were all like that on Isaac Bruce. We're going to start pack 13 here with a Garrison Hurst, row 2. Terrell Davis, row 3 on the second card there. Troy Davis, row 2. Eddie George, row 3. Terry Allen, or Glenn, row 3. Michael Irvin, row 2. About to complete the Michael Irvin rainbow here. If we can get a row 3 of his. Curtis Conway, row 3 right there. Bobby Hoying, row 3. Oh, we have a row 0 here, and I just gave it away. It's a Robert Smith, row 0. The refractor finish on this is amazing. Serial number to 2000. Look at that design. And the photography too. I love the close-up shots. Reminds me of Stadium Club. Checklist here. Starting off, pack 14. Terrell Davis, row 3. Ryan Leaf, the rookie that never was, row 3. Elvis Gerbach, row 3. Jake Plummer, row 3. Fred Taylor, rookie, row 3. There we go. Not bad. He was a stud of a running back. Should be a Hall of Famer in my opinion, but that's just me. Randy Moss, row 2. Are you kidding me? Starting off the 15th pack. Are you kidding me? This is one for the books, folks. We now have a row 1, a row 2. There I was showing you the difference between the rows and when you look at the names. Ricky Waters, row 3. Charles Johnson, row 2. Emmitt Smith, row 3, Hall of Famer. And Jerome Bettis, the bus, row 3, Hall of Famer. Now all we need is a Randy Moss, row 3, to complete the base card rainbow on Senor Moss. Next, we have an Aaron McNair, row 2, with a print line, I just noticed. Herman Moore, row 3. Barry Sanders, row 3. Jamal Anderson, row 3. And row 1 of, Falcon? Falcon. Who's a Falcon? Who's a Falcon? Jamal Anderson. Letdown. That's what you get opening 1990s products, folks. Ryan Leaf, row 2. Wow. Why can't we do that with someone like Peyton Manning? Isaac Bruce, Hall of Famer. There we go. Row 2. Or row 3. Ricky Waters, row 3 or 2. Gosh, I am on a roll here, folks. Work done. Row 3. Marcus Nash, row 3. That's a rookie. Checklist here. Brett Favre, row 2. Mr. Steal from the Poor. We got a row 3 coming up behind him. Keyshawn Johnson, row 3. Curtis Enos, row 3. Tony Banks, row 3. And a row 1 of, could it be Warren Moon? Nope. Aaron McNair, row 1. Five packs left, I believe. That was the signal there, if you couldn't pick that up. Kevin Dyson, row 2. Another Natrone means we are on a roll with him, folks. Michael Irvin, row 3. I think we have all 3 Michael Irvins now. Cordell Stewart, row 3. And a row 1 of Deuce Staley. Oh, Irving Fryer. Next pack. Checklist. For such a beautiful set, the checklists on these are pretty lackluster, in my opinion. Jerry Rice, there's our first Jerry. Beautiful shot there. Row 3, his base card. Terrell Davis, row 3. This is a Hall of Fame hot box pack. Peyton Manning and Garrison Hurst. Or that was Dan Marino. Sorry. Confused my quarterbacks for a second there. Next pack, we have a Peyton Manning row 2 rookie card. There we go. What a way to start off a pack. Towards the end, we were really sweating it there, folks. We finally picked him up. The sheriff himself. Can you believe it? We're going to move Fred Taylor aside. Sorry, Freddie. Jimmy Smith, not the jazz musician. Trent Dilfer, row 3. Oh, and another Peyton Manning 2-in-1 pack. This is unbelievable, folks. What is going on here?
Dogs and cats
Row
living
3.
together. Mass hysteria.
Row 2 and row 3 in 1 pack for Peyton Manning. Unbelievable. The sheriff has shown up to give out citations. Marcus Nash, row 2. Randy Moss, row 3. We have completed the rainbow. This box is unbelievable. Folks. Next up, Kerry Collins, row 3. Sorry. Look at this weird. I'm not sure if this is a printing error or if this is common for all Kerry Collins row 3s, but the top of it has 0 reflective foil finish on it. Last pack of the box here, folks. We ended on a hot note here. Can we end with some real fire? Terry Glenn, row 2. Charles Johnson, row 3. What a box. This is one for the record books, folks. Jimmy Smith, row 2. Deion Sanders, row 3. Hall of Famer, row 3. Row 3. Base card. Still excited. And the final card is a Brett Favre, row 3. Well, that was quite the box. I am amazed, honestly. Not much more I can say. We're going to wrap up here with a quick recap. All right, recap. Fred Taylor, row 3. Robert Smith, row 0, numbered to 2000. Charles Woodson, row 3. Base card, rookie, Hall of Famer. Michael Irvin, row 1. Randy Moss, row 3. Peyton Manning, row 3. Peyton Manning, row 2. Randy Moss, row 2. Randy Moss, row 1. Terrell Davis, Legacy Collection, 2/100. What a box, folks. Thank you for joining me. So like and subscribe. Do all the things. I am out.